We've been going for 13 plus years, but in the beginning, we almost didn't even make it past day one. So I said last time around, I found the place as I was running down the street and everything happened super fast. I, basically kind of met with the landlord later on that week. A couple weeks later, I had the lease in hand, and basically it came up due that I needed to put down my first payment for the build out that was going to happen. And the build out was going to be $16,000, and I think the landlord was pretty smart to look at me saying, hey, I'm 25, I didn't have a lot of money, didn't have a high paying job or anything, and so he wanted the money up front, rightfully so. But he told me this on a Tuesday, and I needed to get the money by Friday. So at the time, I had literally one client that I was training in home, and I went to his house that Tuesday morning. We got done with the session. He said, man, hey, you don't seem like yourself today. You seem like there's something up. And I said, yeah. I said, well, I just got some pretty bad news from the landlord of the space I've been looking at here. And he said, what was that? Well, he said I need to pay him $16,000 before Friday. And he just simply looked at me and he said, oh man, I hope that works out for you. And I left out of there. I was feeling defeated, but I didn't stop looking. I didn't stop trying to figure out some way to get that money in a very short period of time. I didn't have anything to sell. I had a bunch of thrift store furniture and an old truck at the time. And so on Thursday, when I went back over to my client's house, we got done with the session, and before we got done, and before I left, he said, I got something for you. And walked over to a little shelf, he broke out an envelope there and he handed it to me. And I said, well, what's this? And he said, oh, just open it. And when I opened it up, in there was a check for $16,000. And I just looked at him in the eyes and I said, man, look, I can't take this. I said, I just can't take this. He said, no, I want you to have it. I said, well, I'm not looking for partners in my business. And he said, well, I don't want to be a partner in your business. I said, I don't want to take a loan. I said, I don't know if I can ever repay you here. That would be such guilt for me. And he said, no, this isn't a loan. I said, well, if it's not an investment into the business, if it's not a loan, I said, this can't be free money. I said, I'm not going to take it from you. He said, no, this isn't free money. I said, well, what is it? If it's anything. He says, well, how much training can I get for $16,000? And at that moment, I think this kind of like eureka moment for me kind of went off, and it was just like, for me from a faith background, it says, the doors of opportunity are open to those who continuously knock. And I kept trying. And finally, this was it. This gentleman, this man I had been training there just for a couple of months, opened this door for me, which now here 13 years later has completely changed not only my life, but the lives for our team and the life I feel for our community, that we've been able to bring about this lifestyle aspect of what we're trying to do here at Avenu.